Yes, you heard that right. Alibaba, Binance, and a lot of tier 1 VCs, big companies are backing this project. It's gonna be launching today on Binance, KuCoin, OKX, every tier 1 exchange, and it has over 30 million users. So just watch this video until the end. I'm going to give you all the information. You still can get in the action before the launch and even after. Now we're gonna be talking about Particle Network. This one is massive. Before I cover everything, let's just get started with the user data. 30 million plus users, total users, 4 million daily unique IPS, all-time high. That is wild. 2 billion secure assets, 20 million processed AAA user ops. You guys can see 60,000 developers using SDK, 700,000 monthly SDK downloads, 900,000 community followers. I mean, what can I tell you? It is insane. Connected wallets 900,000 plus, 300,000 developer deploy VTC smart accounts, 1.5 million total transactions. This is wild. And you guys can see the ecosystem. We are talking about all the products that you use, that you trade, that you love and interact with every single day is actually integrated in this protocol. So yeah, pretty big. Now I found this one on CryptoRank because they are doing an IDO today on Binance wallet where they are raising $1.2 million, but they already raised around $25 million. So as mentioned, this is a pretty big one. The valuation is going to be $40 million valuation, of course. Now, they are, you guys can see right here, Binance Live Invested is not disclosed. Series A, 50 millions. Alibaba Group, Hashkey Capital, MH Ventures. I mean, you guys can see all this. The Spartan Group. I mean, wild. It is, I mean, the seed sale 7 million. You guys can see also as well. Animarca Brands pre-sale also 1.8 million. Sonoma Labs. I mean, this is a tier 1 project for sure. Some of you guys do like tier 1 projects, some don't like tier 1 projects. I personally so depending. For this big projects, I know that they're gonna be launching with a really huge market cap, so I'm just gonna be putting in a little bit. In the listing day, if you manage to get the tokens, of course, the deposit time on Binance is going to be different than the trading time and, of course, the withdrawing time. But you can get 5x easily in the Binance listing, but you got to be quick, of course. So all the pre-sale investors, they're going to be on massive gains at the beginning. And we already know that. After that, we're going to see a dump as usually happens. But usually, with time, these projects do well. But I wouldn't be surprised this will launch with $1 billion market cap. So it's just too big. I don't really like to put too much money in this big projects because it's just too hard to get a 2x, 3x, a 5x return. Sometimes it just take too much time. So I don't want to have my money locked there for a long time, right? But the first candle, the first 2 candles should be pretty massive. Sometimes we see 5x, 10x the price increase, and then we just start going down from there, or we just go up, which almost usually never happens. We usually see a decline on the price after the major listing on tier 1 exchange because there's just too many people holding the coin. Now there is a lot of events you guys can see. Okay, it's listing, KuCoin listing, Get.io listing, AMA with L Bank, Binance Wallet, TGE. I mean, all this is actually happening today, 25 of March 25. So I believe it's gonna be around 12 p.m. UTC or something like that, the listing, but you guys gotta be careful and try to find the actual information related to the listing because I'm not gonna be give you that information. 1 p.m. UTC. This info gotta be, of course, verified. I actually using already the Universal X, which is pretty interesting. You just connect your wallet. They abstract. I mean, this is a kind of abstraction, of course. So all your chains, all your balance is connecting into one account, which is pretty nice. And you can find a lot of things. You can trade. You can find your coins, you can find information, you can see your total balance, Universal wallet. I mean, it is quite nice. I'm not gonna lie. It is really cool. You can see from this, all these chains are integrated into one, or it's just like aggregated into one. They're gonna show you the Universal your balance. You can trade, you can receive, send to your friends, do whatever you want, which is pretty nice. I do like that. So this is massive. We already know that. Actually, you can trade. There is a diamond leaderboard. You can find a lot of information. You can see info stats. And this is give me a vibe similar to Hyperliquid, but that one is just on their own blockchain. This one is sort of a kind of abstraction, so it's different, but I mean the vibe is pretty much the same. Two massive ecosystem that do amazingly well, and we hope that this one do amazingly well, of course. The party token, actually, let me go that first before we move forward. You guys can see right here, there's not much activity already on Bubble Maps, of course. The Twitter score is 82, which is fine. They actually got followers, influencers, follower Progress, BNB chain, Alchemy. Of course, they are launching on the BNB chain, so they're gonna be, of course, followed by them. Binance Labs now is called GZI Labs, of course, as you guys already know. Tier 1 VCs, Animarca brands, Binance, A116. You guys can see here, all these people are following this account. So, I mean, it is pretty strong. They get an 82 score, which is something that we like to see as well. All the information regarding the airdrops, you can find it here on Binance. And overall, it's a massive project, as mentioned, that is related to, of course, a kind of abstraction powering chain abstraction through universal accounts. One account, one balance, any chain. Now, this is pretty important, guys, because as you know, the space is pretty hard. I mean, decentralized applications are not yet there when it comes to regular Web2 users, Web2 users, right? Because we are used to not care about phrases. We use a phone, biometrics, and that's it, and then we do whatever we want. We can send, trade, and that's what we're doing with centralized exchanges, right? But for decentralized application, it's pretty hard. You gotta know the chain, you gotta import the chain, you gotta know your 12 words, your keyword phrases, you gotta know the security, you gotta know which chain you're sending. There is 10,000 chains, there is 10,000 different RPS and RPCs, and I mean, this is a big mess. So projects like this are trying to simplify all that, all your assets, all your portfolio into one, which is pretty cool to see. You can have full track of whatever you're holding in that specific wallet. You can actually send, trade, do whatever you want, just using one interface. You don't have to go here, go there, change. It's just a bit of a headache. It's just too much of a hassle. So this project got massive attention because people are looking for it. They are giving what people want, and of course we all like that. One account, one balance, any chain, power the chain abstraction through universal accounts. You guys can see right here, there's more information about it. Chain abstracted, manage, send, trade assets with a unified balance spanning every chain. I mean, every chain, one balance. Near instant execution, milliseconds level transactions building on-chain confirm speed, decentralized and self-custodial, of course, which is something that we also require. Direct finance onboarding. I mean, it is pretty cool, guys. So this one is a big project, as mentioned. I'm not going to be getting into all the tech. You guys do your own research, but it is big. There is a lot of listing coming up. There is a lot of events. It is trending everywhere. You guys can see right here, the listing is going to be March 25, 20, which is going to be around 8 p.m. for me in Vietnam, but you guys are going to be different. And overall, go ahead and find the specific information. It's going to be on Binance. Binance chain is actually trending these days. So, of course, Binance is giving all the support that they can to this project. And even they don't need to because it's just too big already. But this one is pretty big. And it's gonna be listing today, so let's see what it goes. I'm gonna keep you guys posted. The space today, the market is doing quite well, so you can find all the information here, and we expect that this one should do well. But of course, remember, it's gonna launch really big. The market cap is gonna be huge, so don't put too much money in because, of course, to make a 5x is gonna be almost impossible. That's my personal opinion. But who knows? Hyper did it. But Hyper didn't list on any centralized exchange that they want. They actually grow organically. But this one's gonna be listing on all centralized exchanges they want. So it's gonna be a lot of selling pressure as well. I can guarantee you that the volume is gonna be insane as well. So yeah, FOMO is doing quite well. This one it's been doing pretty cool. So yeah, and now do your own research. As mentioned, no financial advice. This is safe, of course. Your money is safe. It's not gonna go anywhere. You can trade it on Binance. Just keep in mind the profitable potential here, because as mentioned, it's gonna launch too big, the market cap is gonna be too massive, and you're not gonna be able to make the 10x 20x that you're looking for. But you can make some gains if you get at the right time. Do not buy all-time high. It's gonna be too risky. There's gonna be a downtrend at some point, guaranteed. So if you can buy it, you can get it somehow before the sale. I believe there is actually some airdrop going on. You can stake your BNB and get particle tokens or party tokens. So whatever you do, just don't buy an all-time high, and you should be fine. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Let us know what you think about Party. I like this one, and I do really like what they are building, which is really important for the space as a whole as well. Not only about how much money we're gonna make, but what is gonna the impact that this is gonna have in the ecosystem. I do believe that is pretty big and pretty interesting. So yeah, see you later. Stay safe, and gonna keep you posted about this one. So subscribe to see more content on Particle Network.